your girl JoJo, the one and only host of Mountain Off Podcast. And today we have with us Doris Drake and Shannon Robertson. And they are the faces of Rebirth Enterprise Youth Program. And let's let them tell us a little bit about it.
All right, so I'm like she said, Doris Drake. I am the CEO of Rebirth Enterprise Youth Development Program, and basically we provide social emotional learning skills and life skills to the youth.
Okay, and I am the vice president of Rebirth Youth Development Program, and as she said, we provide those skills, and we also have the teens lounges you can see on the shirt to help the kids get their lives together or stay on the right path, should I say?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start by you guys giving us a little bit of background about yourself.
Okay, well, prior to me doing this, I was a 911 dispatcher.
Mm-hmm.
So I dispatched for the city of Columbia for over 15 years.
Okay.
And then probably about the last maybe 3-4 years, I went back to get my master's in counseling. And in doing so, I noticed that the call volume escalated for kids committing suicide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it didn't matter what side of town it was on. Matter of fact, the last call I took was a 10-year-old that committed suicide in Blythewood.
Really?
Yes, and the reason why I emphasize Blythewood because that's the prominent side of Columbia. So I said it doesn't matter where these kids are coming from. Social status doesn't matter. They need help.
Right.
So either way, once I realized they were taking to the strings and committing suicide, I resigned from my job to start Rebirth Enterprise Youth Development Program because I understood that the youth were being pre-exposed to things before they were holistically prepared to deal with those things in a productive and healthy way.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess it actually really still rewinds on back to working at dispatch together.
Yeah.
I started at dispatch when I was 20 years old. Which is funny because I actually just told the story recently that she didn't even realize. But while I was working at dispatch, I used to randomly write poetry. And so she came by my desk one day and was like, "What you over there doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I just wrote this poem real quick." And I'm still, taking the phone calls, listening to the channel. She's standing there reading it. She was like, "You wrote this sitting here right now?" I was like, "Yeah, I was just writing real quick." And so that was an inspiration in that moment for me that I didn't realize for her was going to turn into everything that it is now. So I like to throw that in there as her origin story because she didn't realize the inspiration she was starting in that moment to only now having showcases of the youth doing poetry and stuff. But as for me, that was how I met her at dispatch. Fast forward, like she said, we saw the call volume rise. It was outrageous before it became a news story or anything of that sort. Being behind the scenes, you kind of got to experience a lot. So I left there and got my mental right. Years later, she's doing the showcases, and I'm like, "Hey, I want to be a part of this." Asked her, "You need volunteers?" She said, "Yeah." So I started volunteering, and I was like, "Man, these kids are way braver than me." They are way braver than me, but I am tuned in. So after that second year of volunteering at the showcase, I was like, "Hey, I got to get in on this in some other capacity. Let me, make it do what it do." And here we are.
So what? Explain to me what a showcase is and what happened.
All right, so one of our programs is a spoken word program.
Mm-hmm.
And in that 8-week program, we teach emotional intelligence. And in the last 4 weeks, I introduced spoken word, which is poetry. Mm-hmm. So introduce spoken word as a healthy coping mechanism for them to manage their emotions more productive ways. So the showcase is an extension of that program. So each year we partner with the Cobra Center and we select the kids have either gone through that program the program or in the community. And we give them an opportunity to showcase their talent, but more so give them a voice to be heard at the Cobra Center. And it's free. They don't have to pay for anything. And again, the purpose of that showcase is just to give them the opportunity to express themselves in a healthy way. You'll be surprised by the things they discuss or the things that's on their heart as a 13-year-old, as a 14-year-old, as a 17-year-old. We've had kids express things from absent fathers, or mothers on drugs, or all this love.
Yeah.
So whatever is in their heart, just giving them the opportunity to be able to express that with an audience. It needs to be heard. This generation needs to be heard. Like I said, they're being pre-exposed to things before they mentally, physically, and spiritually can deal with these things. And it's so much stuff suppressed in them. They need to be heard. So just the showcases give them the opportunity to be heard with a crowd to support them.
And how many years has this been going on?
This will be the fourth.
Okay, yeah. That's cool.
This will be the fourth.
So, how have you been getting it out there, like promoting Rebirth? How have you been doing it before in previous years?
Well, like I said, when I initially left 911 to do this, I know that was hard. It was a very big sacrifice. Because I still had bills and just life. At this time I was a single parent, both kids playing sports all year. But it was a sacrifice I made and one I do not regret. But it was hard in the beginning. I had to reach out to different schools and different organizations that deal with youth and try to sell myself, right? And I'm not gonna lie, it took about 3 years for the doors to start opening. And now I travel the state.
That's good. Do you have your children involved in it?
When they were younger, before it became a, I'm gonna say, organization outside for the world, it initially started as a ministry. So initially I was going from church to church doing certain things.
Gotcha.
And so they was younger then, traveling with me. But as by the time it became a nonprofit, because it is a 501c3, by the time it became a nonprofit, my kids were older. My daughter was getting ready to go off to college, and my son, was doing his thing in high school.
How long did it take for it to become a 501?
I started the process in.
I hear it takes a while.
Well,
they don't just give it to you.
Yeah, it didn't take long. I think it takes longer now or after COVID.
Gotcha.
Prior to COVID, it only took me maybe 6 weeks.
Okay.
It didn't take long. I think the process of applying is longer than waiting, because there's a lot of paperwork. You can go 2 routes. You can go the long route, which is where you are, where you can receive plethora of donation. There's no cap on it. Or you can do the short term, where that's what I did, where you only can receive a certain amount of donations. So,
gotcha. So, what are the requirements for a child to be a part of Rebirth?
A child, there's no requirements. There's no. All youth need help. So I hate when people say at-risk youth. No, every youth need help. We target emotional intelligence. If you cannot regulate your emotions, you cannot regulate life. So every kid and adult, because we weren't taught that. We were not taught emotional intelligence, and it's actually a skill, but we weren't taught that, right? But all kids can learn from it. So I have.
What's the age cap?
Well, my program runs for let's say kindergarten to high school, and let me explain real quick. So 4th through 12th is really the bulk of my programs. But what I did was I realized I need to get these kids when they're younger. But how can I do that? So I had to be a little more, innovative. So I do puppet shows for 3rd through kindergarten.
Isn't that cool? Yeah. Like at the library?
I had my own little puppet. I had the guy make me a puppet stand. I got my puppets. Diversity puppets too.
That's so cute.
So in order,
can you give us a little example? Why didn't you bring the puppets?
I don't know. But yes, ma'am. So K through 3rd, definitely the puppet shows, and 4th through 12th, they get the adult version first, shall I say? The adult version, I say. But we have a teen lounge.
Yes, we have a teens lounge.
Teens lounge is 10 through 17. I'm gonna you speak on that.
So the teens lounge, that came about, and I'm talking about we hit the ground running with the opportunity, and so basically it's ages 12 through 17 right now. It's considered an after-school program. We do it from 4 to 6 p.m. downtown, so it's centrally located. That means no matter where you are within the Columbia range, for the most part, it'll take you no more than 20, 25 minutes to get downtown. So what I didn't realize until here recently is that the high school gets out later than what I guess we did back in the day, because I didn't realize they was getting out at 3:55 and stuff like that now. So
Really?
apparently,
But the middle school get out after them, right?
so some of them get out before. The times are all different now.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was something I learned here recently.
My child grown. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I had to ask because I ain't got no kids myself, so I was like, "Hey, sis, when the kids get out of school?" She was like, 3:55. I said, "The high school? Why are they getting out so late? That's almost 4 o'clock." So, doing the teens lounge, realizing the times and stuff, that's still a work in progress, but right now we have a few kids that are actively participating, and it started in January. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, it's just been growing and moving fast. That's really all I got for it. We are
so it started this year. The teens,
the teens lounge started this year, and it goes. All this is up under the umbrella Rebirth Enterprises event program. The Teen Lounge is just another program that we provide. And again, it's again an opportunity to be heard, because our logo is
your voice, your growth, your space.
Yeah, your space. There you go.
Listen, I was about to turn around and let you look at the back of the shirt.
But again, just giving them the opportunity to be heard. And how that came about actually is, do you remember? It wasn't too long ago they had the incident in Blackwood.
It was on my birthday. It was Halloween.
Oh yeah, the bonfire.
So this is what birthed out of that.
Okay.
So we were actually trying to do a
call up the action. You might as well.
Yeah, call of action. Yeah, giving the kids that were direct or indirectly involved, giving them a chance to debrief. Because what happens is a lot of kids don't even realize how traumatized they are. Right. They just get up and go on the next and all this stuff is buried in, and they might not even come back until they're older. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to get it when it was right there on the surface, to get them to talk about it, normalize their feelings and emotions, everything they was going through. Mm-hmm. But we didn't get to do it for legal reasons. For various reasons. Say that, yeah. For various reasons, we didn't get to do that. But out of that birth, the Teens Lounge. Someone calls like, "Hey, can you?" Hey, here we go.
Yeah. So how are they getting to this building that you guys are doing Teen Lounge? Is it a bus? Are the parents just dropping them off?
So in the future, there's a transportation company out there that would like to go around and pick up the kids for us. That would be amazing. But right now, the parents are responsible for dropping them off. One of the kids, his mom puts him in an Uber, and he gets dropped off there. He's old enough and responsible, so that is a reasonable resource. And now I just thought about it. If Uber happens to be watching, they could give a discount code.
Right. Now,
yes.
Yes.
Right.
I go 1C3, so it's
tax
deductible. Tax deductible.
Right there.
Everybody wants some tax deductible.
It started right here.
Right here. Yes, started right here.
But that's dedication. Because some parents is like, okay, if you want to be a part of that, figure out a way to get there. Yeah. So that's dedication. So they drop them off, pick them up, and this is every Monday through Friday,
Monday through Thursday.
Okay,
4 to 6.
4 to 6.
Yep.
And it's free.
Yeah. And so eventually, like you said, the parents who don't want to have to pick them up, that's exactly what we would be open to collaborating. If there really is a transportation company out there that's like, hey, I got time to go pick these kids up after school, that's something we would like to offer. And then I just recently found out that Lexington District 2 allows their kids to ride the public transportation bus for free. So, that's a...
So y'all are extended out to Lexington as well.
Mm-hmm. They right across the bridge.
Yeah. Like when I say we're statewide, I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't want to put the organization in a box. Mm-hmm. Yes, we're housed in Columbia. Well, actually, the home office is in Elgin, but we service all kids, right? So outside of the Teens Lounge, I travel to do my program, and I'm all over the state. So we're not just boxed or saying we only service, Richmond County, right. Or we only service, whatever county. Right. We service all kids. If you can get there, or even if you need me to come and do my program at your school or at your agency, so We're just for the kids.
Yeah.
So just to make sure I got this straight, the way that you're reaching out to these children are through their schools.
Well, okay, yeah, do it schools, yes. So it could be their schools, it could be
Social media.
social media. As far as advertising, what you're asking,
Right.
oh yeah, through schools, social media, email, and to go back to something you asked, you like, well, how did you get the word out?
Right.
So just emailing, sending the emails out. I had the website done, so sending information out for the website so you can see that it is an actual organization. And then on that page, if you go to the website, you'll also see success stories. We work with kids from South Carolina Youth Challenge Academy. I work with kids, AMI kids throughout the state, because there's several AMI kids throughout the state of South Carolina.
And if there's anyone from Willow Gray watching,
we want to come to you.
Promote your youth program.
Yeah.
Just keep Teens Lounge, okay?
And let's go with DSS too.
Right.
Because
DSS watching.
Yes, because this is my foster youth and foster care. They deal with same emotions that this regular youth deal with, but they're dealing with so much trauma, going back and forth from this place to that place, and just not having their parents. So they deal with so much. So being able to, my goal, or what I'm trying to aim to do, is get a contract with DSS to offer these services throughout the state, through the different regions throughout the state, because these kids need it.
They do.
Because many, their answers is, okay, let's medicate them. No, when that medication wears off,
right,
that trauma and then those emotions don't dependent on that medication.
Yes, and then
because that trauma will still be there.
Yeah, and then they age out, and they can't get the meds. What you think happened to them?
And they don't even know how to make the transition into being an adult out on their own. So
yeah. So again, up under Rebirth Enterprise Development Program, we have an array of programs. We got the spoken word program, we have the youth chat program, the vape program, then the puppet program.
Did you say the vape program?
Vape prevention.
Vape prevention.
Let's talk about it. They need it.
Yeah.
Let me hear more about that.
So just
listen up, kids.
So just educating them on the vapes, because right now the vape companies are being so creative with making the vape so cute and appealing. And these kids don't realize it's still a cigarette. Maybe you're still smoking nicotine.
And even if not, you still messing up your lungs.
Yeah. But see, that all they think it is because it's this cute device.
Yeah.
And it blows out this steam. They don't realize
it's still, they know what they're doing.
They don't know. They don't know.
It's just cute to have.
It's a flavor. Yes.
It doesn't stink. Yeah.
They don't understand the full effects. You're still smoking a cigarette, and they don't understand it. And so what we do in that program is we show how it sort of stops their emotional intelligence. How it, not want to say stop, but stumbles that maybe, or make it slow down, or make it. So we equivalent that with that to understand, how it affects them. Outside of, we talk about, of course, the physical, but also how it mess with your mental, with your social skills,
And as you speak on vapes, you adults need to hear it too.
Yeah,
a human is a human.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, so I'm trying to think what other programs we have. I think that may be it. But we're always adding program when we see a need. So once I saw there was a need, once I saw these kids starting as early as elementary vaping, I was okay.
Something got to be done.
Something has to be done. We got to come up with a program. That's just what we did.
Okay, I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
So, what's next?
Ooh, let's see.
Is this full time for you guys? Like,
yeah, pretty much.
We are full blown in it.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not married, so I don't have a spouse. So I do other things to help myself stay afloat.
I got you.
You know, I have to do other things to help myself float until the nonprofit can take care of itself to take care of me. You know,
Right.
so I do a lot of things, a lot of other things to help supplement my income, so that I still can walk fully in this.
I got you.
I don't want to go back to a 9 to 5 or a 12-hour shift, so I do other things to ensure that, so I can continue to do this and live. You know, so.
And that's why we need y'all to donate. That's it. That's all. Just donate. It's gonna help the kids. It's gonna help us be able to continue to help the kids.
Mhm.
So, you know, donations. The company you work for, have them donate. And help us help y'all. That's it.
Well, tell them how they donate.
Okay, so first I would like to send you to our Facebook page because we have all the good stuff on there. If you go to Facebook, you look up Rebirth Enterprise Youth Development Program. On the Facebook page, you have a link for recurring donations. You have a link for sponsoring the Teens Lounge. So there's businesses and individual. That is totally up to you. You can just set up a regular recurring donation, or you can say, hey, I want it specifically for the Teens Lounge. We got a link for that too. Mm-hmm. You can also go to our YouTube channel and watch videos from the showcase to inspire you to donate more. So the showcase videos are really inspiring. Like, I know I'm being funny, but they really are inspiring. I have sat back and went back and watched those videos from the kids' performances, and it's hard to put into words. Like, you really just have to sit there and watch it for yourself. So take some time, watch those videos. And if that doesn't inspire you to donate, I don't know oh, you know what? I know what will. These kids go put y'all in nursing homes. That's what's going to happen. These kids go put y'all in nursing homes. You do not realize this generation is completely different than what we were, and they are not playing with us at all. I hear them speaking. They're not playing. We gonna end up in a nursing home, and we better hope there's a nursing home to go to. So
there's somebody there to take care of you in the nursing home.
Right.
And our website.
Yes, our website, www.rebirthenterprise.org. You can email me or her.
Who is me or her? We need names.
I'm about to give you the whole email.
Okay.
I'm about to give you the whole email. So if you want to just do a general inquiry, we have info@rebirthenterprise.org. If you would like to reach Doris, we have D Drake at rebirthenterprise.org. And if you're looking for moi, Shannon, you have S. Robertson at rebirthenterprise.org.
And you can also
email our free
on our phone number.
Yeah, 888-350-6545.
Okay.
You see it?
Yeah, look, we're not playing.
Not
we're
at
not
all.
playing.
And it seems like y'all work well together. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I can truly say, like I said, she started volunteering. When you start, like I said, volunteering
2024, I think it was.
2023, because we're third. So this is the fourth. You started.
Yeah, on the last two. Yep. So 2024,
So, yeah.
and then last year. Yeah.
A long time.
Yeah. Right. You see how memory goes. It seems like it's been a while.
They getting ready to go to the nursing home.
Might as well prepare now.
No, we take care of kids. We ain't going.
Oh yeah, they gonna take care of us.
They gonna take care of us. But what did you ask? And let's talk. That's menopause.
She's showing her age.
That's menopause. Don't let the smooth skin fool. It's menopause. Okay? What we saying though?
But I was saying y'all work well together, and I love it.
Oh yeah. So I was about to say about that. Yeah.
Oh,
So she did. Prior to her being in the role of the vice president,
Yes.
she's my vice president. She did volunteer, like she stated, and she came on initially as the deputy director, and then she got moved up, promoted to vice president. And I can truly say, how long has it been?
It ain't been that long. I think it was last year, maybe like September, October.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But this is when you know. Okay, so when you're running a business, it's hard to find people who solely believe in your mission and your goals and want to jump on board for that purpose. No other reasons. So when she called and she said, "Hey, I got this idea," I'm like, "All right," because I get that a lot. "All right, what do you really want?"
Right.
But I can truly say, since she has came on, we have evolved tremendously. Like, I was looking yesterday, I was laying in my bed and I was looking at how many, since you came on, I have more than 100 followers than I had prior to you coming on.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm right up here.
Come on. Donations. I don't gotta use my money no more.
That's
I mean, I was getting donations, but not as much as I got since she been on board. So now I'm able to go get the things that's needed without me having to go find a daycare back.
And the funny part about what she's saying is before I called her with these ideas, right? I was going through my own little situation and I'm in the house baking my life away. I know you seen my cakes and cookies and all kind of stuff. I was stress baking. Just had a whole bunch of food for no reason. Biscuits, all that stuff. Just baking, trying to get through my little emotions.
Over there.
And right. Right. You are saving me a biscuit. You are probably the only person that was wondering that, like, why does she keep making all of this food? And it was literally just my way of getting through my stress. So I was like, bump it. I'm about to find me another recipe. I'm about to try this too. So while I'm doing all this cooking, I just can't have
still ain't got my
thoughts.
cookies.
You ain't come get your cookies, so they got 8.
I
tried to save your cookies.
I ain't got my scraps from Grandma Biscuit.
She got a sweet potato pie.
Oh my gosh. Let's not talk about that sweet potato pie. You know what? You need to sell some sweet potato pie as a fundraiser.
No.
Your sweet potato pie.
Fundraiser.
Yes.
Okay.
Your sweet potato pie.
You can do all that baking again. And just have like a bake sale.
You're right. I could. I'm at the lock back into that mode. But while I was baking, I just kept having all these ideas for Rebirth. And I was like, you know what? God, I don't like being in people business. So I don't know why you're trying to put me in this lady business because what I'm supposed to say to her, I didn't know how to approach it at first. So I was like, let me just take some time and I think about it. But literally the next day I'm back in the kitchen and I'm like, oh, she could do this kind of fundraiser. And I'm like, why is my mind focused on her? So finally I was like, bump it. Hey Doris, I have some ideas. And so the first time she was like, okay, cool, we can talk. And then I didn't hear nothing else. I was like, I don't want to harass her, but these ideas just keep coming. And I'm like, am I supposed to write them down for her? Like, where's my ideas? So I was like, you know what? Let me hit her up again. And then that time she was like, let's set up a time to talk. Came over and she was like, I really like these ideas. And it just, I'm talking about flew off from there. It wasn't even a teeter-totter. It was literally like we sat down, had our discussion. She made the announcement. Next thing you know, we doing fundraiser events at Kiki's. The incident happened. We trying to do this. Somebody else offered us something else, and the ball just keep rolling.
So let me back up though. What made you guys decide to do? Y'all had an event after the incident that happened on the 31st.
We wanted to do an event. We wanted to, but
so that was like the push. It gave you guys the push
for the
so
team.
What happened was I made a Facebook post in the what's happening in Blythewood group because that's the area I stay in. That's where it happened at, and I was like, all right, let's see if we can get somebody to collaborate with us on hosting this for these kids because the kids really need it. The crazy thing was, I called her that morning. I was like, hey, this situation from yesterday is still bothering me. What can we do? And she was like, I was thinking about it too. So we was already on the same page. Next thing you know, I make this post. I get 2 different inboxes. And one of the people that inbox was like, hey, this doesn't technically have anything to do with what you're asking, but I have another opportunity I think would be perfect for you. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, okay. And then that was how the Teens Lounge came about. The other inbox didn't really make it anywhere, and that's okay. I've learned in this industry especially to be okay with no response or no or whatever the case may be, because at a later date you just never know how
it
this
might
goes
turn
circle
back
back
around.
around.
Seasons matter, like I was saying, you know. So I can think about, okay, so remember I told you I resigned from my job. I mean, literally resigned. I'm a grown woman resigning with no other job, you know. So people look at me like, "What are you doing? You know, what you really doing? What's wrong with you? Like, are you losing your mind?" But I understood that I had a bigger calling, that I needed to do something. And so that's what, you know. So that's ultimately, you know, what I did. And again, with Shannon jumping on board, man, the sky is not even the limits. I'm no longer one woman show. I thank God for how he. Oh.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
She's like, wait a second.
I'm so sorry. I want to preach. For keeping me sane and stable, because it was literally a one person show. Like, I was all over the state doing a program. I was doing a showcase by myself. I was trying to do all the promotions by myself. Now, do I believe in that time a lot of stuff got dropped? Of course, I'm a one person, but God sustained me.
Yeah, and He sent you some help.
And this help He sent me.
Like, are you a person that just try to do everything on your own?
No, not really.
You're not?
Nope. It's just that I just don't trust everybody.
Right.
I can't, because this is my baby. This is what I've been called to do. So just to trust in and everybody, because this is the thing. You can have a passion, right? You can say, okay, I have a passion to work with the youth, or passions wear off. It's not, it can, you can have a passion to do something one day, and then the next day you ain't got that passion anymore. So, but if you ain't been called to do it, that's a difference. You know, so I can get up some mornings and I don't feel like going to deal with these youth, but I've been called to do it. So that's not going to change. You know what I'm saying? So for me, because I know I sacrificed so much, I left my job. I had a great job, benefits. You know what I'm saying? I left my job to do this. So for me, just to trust anyone to help is to say they want to help, because I've done it before and got burned. Okay. So, but just to depend on just anybody, you know, I just could not afford to do that. And Lord knows where He sent Shannon. Like I said, she started off volunteering, and then just from there, when she was like, you know, I might need a title. Girl, you can have any title you want. look, that's the least I can do.
I don't want to reach out to these people and just be like, hey, I'm a friend of. So I was like, can we put a title on? And she was like, yeah, what you want to be?
That's the least you want. Hey, I got you.
And that's all you ask for.
Especially when I saw her putting the work in. Like, it be sometimes like, Shannon, we taking a break. But then sometimes she'll tell me too.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta take a break. We gotta have some time. But she really,
because she go to bed early, so I'll still be up at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. Like,
sending me messages.
I done found this thing. Let me send it to her real quick.
and she's more of a afternoon person. So I'm an early morning. So I'm getting her messages, responding to her, but she's.
But that's kind of good, though. That's kind of good. She do the early morning work.
It works out.
Yeah,
it really, really.
That's kind of perfect.
It really works out. Yep.
So it's just you two
right now.
Yeah, we have a board.
No board.
Yeah.
So now we do have a team. So it's not just us two.
Yeah.
Okay. We have
a functioning
board.
Yeah.
We have a board. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. And to think, you know, prior to Shannon coming on, I had a board, but it wasn't an active board. And what Shannon said, she sent me, I think it was like it was a quiz. It was a
quiz to see if we were grant ready. That's what it was. A quiz to see if we was grant ready. And when I sent it to her, I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait on her response. But then like a couple days went by. I said, that means we're not grant ready. So I ended up asking her, and I said, how did that quiz go? She was like, girl, that quiz didn't go good at all.
He totally failed because the things that would need to be in place, you know, of course, you know, just wasn't in place for some of the things they needed for a grant. And now let me speak on this since we're speaking on grants. Grant people. Because y'all stop making grants hard, especially for the grassroots grants people, for the organizations actually in there doing the work. We're not gonna have everything together like those who've been organizations, nonprofit organizations that have been doing it for years and years and years and years. You can't expect me to have a paid accountant yet.
Right.
Yeah, you asking me for stuff that just like whoa, but I'm doing the work. I'm doing the work. So
I feel the same. I think the grant process does need to be different. I feel like they do have organizations jumping through hoops, and it's not even a guarantee. You know what I'm saying? I could see if submitting a grant was a guarantee, then by all means, give us 20 pages to fill out. But you got us filling out 20 pages to say, maybe.
They already know who they give it to.
Right.
You already know. You know you give it to your home girl.
Right.
Did you even read it?
Right. Because there's no way you would have went over and then see the work that we're doing. We're not just saying we're doing this stuff. It is visible. It is visible in the lives of the kids' lives that we are changing. Like when you go on my page, these testimonials are from the kids. I want you from the kids' mouth. Now, some we get from adults. I need you to hear from the kids' mouth of how we are pouring into them. You know, what the seeds we're pouring into them, the things we're doing for them. So we're doing the work. Yeah. You know, we're doing the work.
And I know quite a few of y'all companies out there tired of me emailing you, but I'm not stopping. You'll get another email tomorrow.
and trust me, you will. Because my email be going off like, oh, this shit is sending another. Okay. Oh, here you go. There you go, girl. But yeah, I absolutely love it because again, you know, being a one-man show, it was hard for me to try to do every single thing, apply for grant. And I'm the one teaching the programs. I'm the one who's selling the program. You know, so I'm the one who doing it. Then here comes time for the showcase. Now I got to go into showcase mode as I'm still teaching the program. So again, just to have her help and have an active board.
Yeah.
And then it just works.
And I think that second showcase is actually what put my mind into she needs some help. And it wasn't that she was doing anything obvious probably to anybody else, but as I was sitting there, because I do be analyzing stuff, that's just me. Yeah. I was like, okay, I done seen her running around, and she need to be down there with the kids. But I done see her running around this whole time. Where's the other person? So I'm like, she's missing an element to make this easier for her during the showcase. And so, like I said, life happened to me, and I got the bacon, and the ideas came, and then here we go. Yep, here we go.
Here we are.
I like that for you guys. So, mouth off and tell me what makes you happy at the end of the day when it comes to this program.
Ooh. You want to go first when we go?
Go ahead.
Okay. When I hear parents and come to me and say, you have changed my child's life. My child was once silent, or my child was once acting out, or my child was once not able to express themselves. And because of the program, they're now they're productive. You know, they appear to be a different child. They have confidence. They're able to express themselves. They feel comfortable with who they are. And the thing is, with me, what I had to get used to is when I first started it was hard for me not to see the seed develop, like what I'm putting into them. Because I'm only there for 8 weeks or 12 weeks, however long the organization wants me to be there. And so sometimes I'm like, I don't even feel like I'm doing right. You know, am I doing anything? Am I actually doing anything? I'm going through the motions. And so it's somehow during those moments, somebody reach out, a parent reach out, like, girl, listen, I don't know what you did to my son or my daughter, but they are changing tremendously. Now they're doing X, Y, Z. They're doing this, they're doing that. So that is what I get gratification for. You know, just being able to know that the program is helping these kids one way or other.
That's dope. Mm-hmm.
So for me, especially now being newer into this, and of course the Teens Lounge is like my little baby. The kids feeling like they can ask for anything lets me know we're doing something right over there, because these kids literally have no problem being like, hey, we want a party. Okay, how you want the party to go? Like, you know, or we Can we get this next time? And you know, a lot of the times, if kids don't really rock with you like that, they're not about to talk to you, ask you for nothing, even give you 10 seconds of their time. But for these kids that interact with me the way that they do and feel like they can count on me to make happen what they're asking for is a big fulfillment. I have to say that this opportunity is one of the most fulfilling opportunities I have had in my life.
That's cute.
And as I was, and something I had mentioned to Shannon before is it's the rapport you develop with these kids. You have to develop a rapport, and that's not going to happen overnight. Some kids it may happen, in a week. Some kids it may happen in months. Some kids may happen the next day. But definitely developing that rapport, and I think that's what we've done even at the teen lounge, or even when I go and talk to these, the kids, developing a rapport with them because they want to be heard. So first it's kind of surprising to them, like, hold on, you want to hear what I got to say? And you going to let me say it? Yeah, what you got to say? Now I'm going to tell you wrong. I'm going to correct you, right? And hopefully put you on the right path, but say what you have to say. Get it out. So I think like even with the Teens Lounge, one of our guys there, once he saw and he had a voice there and can be heard and can express himself, he was like, wow. So this is y'all real.
Do y'all have many males, young men?
It's an even balance right now.
It's
an even balance, yeah.
But
we're still accepting more kids.
Yeah, but I will say when I go out, it's more males.
Okay.
It is more males. Like for example, at Sacon Youth Challenge Academy, I do 5 groups, and out of the 5 groups, 4 groups are males. Okay. 1 group is females. So there are more, males. But these females ain't nothing to play with. Hey.
They ain't playing.
They
I'm telling y'all, if the adults don't get it together, you're going to be in an empty nursing home.
Yeah, because I feel like, and the reason why she's saying that, and when she said they're going to be in a nursing home, because they feel like they're not being heard, they don't feel like they're being loved, they don't feel like they're being cared for. The thing is, they are exposed to so much, right? They have so much knowledge from just pick up their phone, talking to Siri, Alexa, whoever it is, and they get they get this information. So because they got this information, I feel like our generation, the older generation, think they don't need help because they got the answers to everything. You can have the knowledge, but if you ain't got wisdom, you don't know how to apply it. So all they do is walk around with a whole bunch of empty knowledge. And then we expect for them to be able to know how to maneuver, how to use that knowledge in a productive way. No, all they got is knowledge. We still as adults have to provide them the wisdom and the tools. So they're being left with just that. And then thinking that, okay, they're good because they know how to do this and this and that. They know more than we know. That's all they know. They do not know how to apply these things, especially not in a productive way. Their kids have no wisdom.
Right.
So they're being left just with a bunch of empty knowledge and not knowing how to really apply that.
So I will say lately when it comes to the youth, you see a lot of teens that has ran away or do y'all have anything set up for that?
Like for runaway teens? No, not right now. Now once we get our building, it's gonna be because right now I'm gonna say we got our building.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say we
go speak that because somebody watching this might be an angel investor.
But we even got our building in Teens Lounge. Yeah, it's a step. So once we get our state of the art, state of the art building, we're gonna be able to house things like that. We're gonna have like in-house connections. I'm a spoken word artist, and so is she. So we're gonna have
that's nice of you. I don't talk in front of people. I write. I write, but you ain't gonna
look. And I've been knowing Shannon for years, and I never knew she wrote poetry.
Good poetry too. So having a studio for them to record, because actually when the spoken word showcase, actually when the spoken word program started, before technology became what it is now, part of the programs are actually going into a studio recording whatever they wrote. So being able to have that in-house and able to have places for kids to come and nap, places because some of these kids just hungry. Like I go to some of these schools and these babies just want something to eat. Like they be want they don't even Miss Dre, you about to come and where your wagon at with them snacks. You know what I'm saying? They were looking for the wagon with the snacks. They want something to eat. And I'm not saying anything bad about the schools, but what I will say is the school system is the oldest system that has not changed.
Mm-hmm.
You're preparing these kids for the past.
Yeah.
Because if you're teaching them what you taught me, and I ain't had to figure a pi or circumference
Right.
or diameter, all that stuff. Since I walk across the stage looking for who wants for diameter, they made me know the stuff to make me think I need to know it.
Right.
Where's the diameter?
How many times have you used that?
Yeah, where's the square root at? Where you at square root? So nothing that has not changed, and the world is not the same.
Right.
So you're not preparing them
for this world.
You're not preparing them for the future.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So. And that's why a lot of these kids are getting in class and don't have and not even knowing how to engage because what are we doing?
Yep.
What are we really doing? So this one, I totally an advocate of the school system needs to change. It needs to get up to the times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we have to realize that we cannot solve the issues of this generation the way we solved it back then.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And let me tell you how I figured that out. So left 911, right? So I, like I said, had to find little jobs to do while I'm getting the organization together, trying to get all the credits and everything I needed to do. I went into a school system almost like an FBI agent, undercover. To see, because I want to make sure that I provided not just a program, an effective program. So how would I know that without watching them to see what they need? Mm-hmm. And so I noticed, I'm like, okay, this kid getting in trouble every time he comes into reading. And they're addressing, oh, he bad. Take my eyes and he doing it purposely because he can't read. Mm-hmm. We're not addressing the problem. We're not addressing the problem. Then I went to another class. I'm subbing. They don't even want to be in the class. And they already know. All I gotta do is I'm going to ISS. Now ISS for us was, oh my God, ISS. Please don't call my mom. Please don't tell my mom. Please don't tell my mom ISS in school suspension.
Right.
It's to them as a reward system. I can get out of class. All I gotta do is go to ISS. Perfect.
And sit in there and do nothing.
And sit in there and don't do nothing. And that's what they want to do. So that's what I'm saying. How we are solving these issues with yesterday's solution. It's not gonna work. These kids are brilliant. They're using our old solutions as rewards.
Yeah.
You mean tell me I'm telling you go to ISS, you were happy? Sit down.
Right. Get back in your chair.
I thought you get excited. Hold on. Is this the same ISS I went to? Mm-hmm. I got in trouble. My mom done got bad. It was even a bad thing to be.
They be with their favorite teacher.
Yeah. Now
chilling and they playing
on their phone,
vaping, all
that. So again, that comes from us using our old mindset, our old solutions for this generation, and it's not going to work.
I'm just shocked because we are the new adults. We are the teachers that's in there. So we should know what to do with these children because we're raising them. Yeah. Like our kids are their age. Yeah. So it's just shocking to know that they're still using old techniques.
Because again, the school system is the oldest system. It is not changed. It is not changed. It's a guy named Prince E. He's a spoken word artist. You can look him up on YouTube. He has a spoken word about the school system. Oh my God, it breaks it down. Yeah. It talks about how previously, back in the day, the school system, when they thought about how to, sit the kids, how they had the kids sitting, how they had desks, lined up because they're getting ready for the assembly line. Anybody going to assembly line? Right. Anybody doing that? So why are we still
sitting in a row?
Why are we still doing these things? He even talked about a fish being in a bowl, and if his gift is being a fish inside that bowl swimming, but if you expect for him, and that's his gift, that's his talent, he's a fish, but you want to test him on something that a fish ain't capable of doing, and then put a label on him as dumb, right, stupid, gotta go to slow classes, you're a fish,
right. What did you expect?
Teaching them to be a better fish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, teaching them a better fish.
Not how to be a whale.
Not how to be a
You
whale.
don't know if he's not a whale, right?
Not the well.
He'll never be
There
one.
will never be one. And that's just so, that's what I'm saying. So you have kids with different gifts. Just because you may not be smart in the academics as
But
far as.
another thing they do in the school system, they separate them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They separate them. I noticed that
Mm-hmm.
they start that in elementary school.
Mm-hmm. I got a theory about that, but I'm gonna leave it where it's at.
Yeah, and they need to stop doing that. I mean, it can. It's a gift and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
But I did notice that, and that's not cool.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it more of a curse because let me tell you, again, in the school system, I saw like, so the kids who made the honor roll, you know, they're going to, and when I was in school, we all went. Anyway, the kids who made the honor roll, they're going to the assembly. Mm-hmm. The kids who did not make honor roll, they're staying in class. And they let themselves as, oh, I guess we can't go. All the animals, they said to me, all the animals, we the bad kids, we the animals, so we caged in that we can't go. How about letting them kids go and see what it is? Allow them to see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
that could be a goal for them.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, I want my parent to see me walk across that stage and get this piece of paper. I want my peers to cheer for me. Give them that visual and have them to work towards. I'm not putting them in a room, caging them off as if they can't even sit there and participate. And that's the thing. We want these kids to excel, but we're not even giving them something to excel to. I always believe in meeting kids at their level, you know what I'm saying, meeting where they are, but that don't mean that you don't apply and give them things beyond where they are. You know, so I'm with you in separation. I could never understand that. Like, I want to pull the pump from like, yo,
I don't think we noticed it. Like, I don't think we noticed it when we were in school. Like, we're like, oh, why you in so-and-so class? I'm in so-and-so class. But I noticed it when my child was in school and like he were no longer in the same classes as some of his friends. And then when it separates like that, it separates friendships as well.
Yeah.
And so like everybody goes on different paths. And it's not that, you know, I don't know if their intention is for that, but that's what happens.
Yeah.
And they go on different paths. And it's like, dang, so-and-so was, you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But y'all, we having a great conversation. We are. I love it here. But we running out of time. Okay. Before we run out of time, I need to know what's next. Like, is there any other showcases coming up soon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the 4th Asia Showcase is May the 17th. It's at the Culver Center at 4:00 from 4 to 6. Right now we have our second auditions.
It's March 7th.
March 7th at Miss Jicka's Dance Academy. My sister Dance Academy is where we hosted the
Where's that located?
It's on
O'Neill Court.
O'Neill Court.
Yeah.
In the plaza with DMV.
Okay.
So DMV, then you'll see Miss Jicka's Dance Academy. She's 2 buildings. So, you know, Miss Jicka's Dance Academy, she allows us to have, shout out to my sister, to have auditions as well as practices there. Okay. So again, it is May the 17th. This will be our 4th annual showcase.
Yes, and our MC this year is amazing.
Yes, our MC she actually participated in the last 3 showcases. So to see her going to this butterfly effect thing. So our MC, and then we got great entertainment.
Yeah, we do the Fresh Way band.
Yeah, so we always have a nice band or a local band to entertain during when the audience are coming in.
So do you have to buy tickets for this
event? Yes.
Tickets are $10 in advance and $15 at the door. So I would suggest you get the pre-sale because we pack out every year.
Yeah, we pack out every year.
When are you guys gonna start advertising for that on social media?
Next month.
Okay.
There actually is a post pinned to our page already that has the flyer for the showcase. The ticket link will start being posted next month, so people can start purchasing.
As well as our shirts. So we'll be selling
these shirts.
We won't be doing team.
Yeah, not the team lounge. Unless you just special requested.
Yeah,
you know.
We might
maybe.
It's exclusive.
Yeah.
But no, we be selling our various shirts. We got at least about 4 or 5 different shirts that we sell, and all the proceeds, everything we do goes back into the organization.
Okay.
Go back into the organization. So yes, if you don't have anything to do, come out May the 17th and give these kids an audience. They need to be heard and they need to feel heard. They don't need an empty room. So come out.
Okay, so May 17th we have the showcase, and March 7th we have
Auditions.
No,
auditions.
Yeah, March 7th auditions.
Auditions
For the showcase.
For the showcase. So you can audition for the showcase March 7th on O'Neill Court at the Dance Lounge, and then the actual showcase is May 17th. What time?
At the Coger Center at 4 o'clock.
At the Coger Center at 4 o'clock. So y'all make sure y'all support these babies. Let them be heard. They want you to hear them. They want an audience, and you bring these babies to audition for the showcase. Let their talent be shown, be seen. So I like it.
Yeah. Unless y'all want to end up in a nursing home.
And you can always, like she said, follow us on our social media pages for all information. Shannon is great at keeping that information new and up to date. So you can always follow, especially our Facebook page.
Yeah, Facebook is gonna have the most recent of everything. I'm not gonna lie, be a little slack with Instagram, but Facebook has everything you need to know.
Yeah, we are on Instagram too for those who are Instagrammers.
So now that you're here, now that you're at this point in your life, and you gotta know what I'm gonna ask. I always ask every person who comes to the pink room the same question.
I'm nervous.
And you're working with the kids, so that's even better. So you wouldn't just only tell your younger self, but you would probably tell the kids that you're working with. What would you tell your younger self, knowing everything that you know now?
My younger self? Wow. I would have to tell myself to love myself. Okay. To love myself in my fullness. I grew up in the 80s where being dark skinned was deemed as horrible, ugly, and all those things. I actually tried to bleach my skin when I was in the 6th grade. It was horrible. Growing up in it was horrible, and it wasn't even from. And this would be another great podcast you should do. It was not even from outside. It wasn't other cultures. It was inside our own race. So I thought it was normal. You know, I thought that I was given a death sentence. The death sentence of living this for the rest of my life until I died. That's how I felt. Because I was dark skinned. I didn't feel comfortable in my skin until maybe my 20s. And it's so funny because the same people who used to pick at me, the same people who in my DMs. Don't ever call y'all. I got the same skin, the same nipples.
Now the nipples beautiful. They're beautiful now.
You had to bleach my skin. Now you think I'm beautiful. No, but seriously, so if I would have knew that self-love then, it would have because that was traumatizing.
Right.
That was probably the most traumatizing thing. I think all childhood has some type of trauma.
Yeah.
That was the most traumatizing thing. So to answer your question,
oh my goodness,
it would definitely be to love myself. Yep, that bleach that work. You need to see I'm still dark.
And you are a pretty dark. You are a beautiful dark.
Beautiful dark.
Okay.
Well, yeah, didn't see that then. And I guess no one else did either.
Oh my goodness, that is so.
Did you experience it?
So I was just about to say, I think the only reason why I didn't experience I did experience it to a certain extent, but because I had such a large family and I had a dark skinned aunt that always talked about how sexy she was.
Right.
I knew, like, it gave me that confidence from watching her because I'm like, if she's saying she's sexy, then I gotta be sexy.
And she ain't over the 80s anyway. What you grew up in?
I did go to a predominantly white school, so I had to deal with racism on top of colorism. So it was a double whammy, but because I had the large family of all shades.
But by the time you,
and that's what I tell people too.
By her time, Wesley Snipes made dark skin and beautiful body.
No, it wasn't mine. It wasn't.
Listen,
I was still playing and I was cool with. I was cool with
within the race or within. Because I know you said you were.
Within the race. Because of course, going to a predominantly white school, all of the black people still like hovered together. So you had two neighborhoods within Lexington County that had majority of the black people in. Everybody else was related for the most part. I wasn't. So there were, of course, I was an outsider. So of course there was definitely, oh, you're black behind and all this other stuff. But in my head, I'm like, that's cool because my aunt says she's sexy and she dark skin too, so I'm sexy.
Having that makes a difference.
Yeah, it does. It does. And kids need to see that. They definitely need to see that.
But that's why when people talk about it now, I'm oblivious to it. And it's not just because I'm lighter, but I grew up with all different shades.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like they went through that.
Yeah.
So it's like when other people say it, it's like,
It's
you gotta be kidding me.
And
Like,
see, my kids are dark, and they didn't go through it.
Mm-hmm.
And because of my own trauma, I asked them everything. Anybody call you? Why would you talk about my color? You talk about one day or
if you would think at least one person would come home and
Right.
talk about
Yeah.
it, but none of them did.
None of them did. So like I said, just growing up, that part. So definitely for my answer,
Right.
it would be to love myself and know that I am beautiful. And these same jive time suckers. Come
Giant turkey.
jive turkey. come run around the block again. And I'm like, it's my box because I'm the same. I don't look no different than I did then. What is yours?
I think I would tell my younger self that you are going to make a lot of people mad, but be okay with it. I think that's exactly what I would tell my younger self. You're going to make a lot of people angry, but on the other end of it, it is going to birth beautiful stuff for you because it got me here.
Yeah. I like
And
that.
there's a long line of people who do not like me.
And that's okay.
It's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Listen, and even to the youth that you guys work with every day, it is okay not to be liked.
Yeah.
You do not have a need. You do not have to have a need to be liked.
No.
Yep.
You came in this world by yourself. You're gonna leave by yourself.
Yeah. Dance to the beat
But
of
while
your
you're
own
here, enjoy it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I say the same thing every episode. I don't think it'll change. I will continue to tell myself, my younger self, to continue to stand on business. Don't let down for nobody, no one. If this is your moral, this is what you believe in, hey, stick with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed you ladies. You didn't seem like it.
And I've done podcasts and interviews. I'm always nervous though. That's just part of, I guess.
Yeah, you did real good.
I'm just always nervous.
You did.
It's
The only
Well,
thing that I be
y'all,
saying is
we didn't finish yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in with Mouthing Off. You could have been anywhere in the world today, but you were here with us. And I thank y'all for that. Don't forget, we do have merch, and we're on YouTube. All the episodes are on YouTube. We have short clips on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. Don't forget to follow us, subscribe, and enjoy it. And we love you and thank you.
Nah.
Peace.
Out.